Hi guys, it's Rachel and I'm here with this week's What's New Wednesdays preview video. I'm just going to show you the new releases that are coming out tomorrow, which is January the 20th. Just a little heads up, from February, I'll pop this on my social media as well, there's just going to be one What's New Wednesday a month, and that will be the first Wednesday of the month. So, without further ado, let's crack on. So the first thing that I've got for you, something I've been asked for by a few people who use bullet journals or undated inserts in personal size and A5 size planners. And this is a set of days of the week in my usual rainbow colours, and then a set of dates to go alongside it. And so with this, you've got 3 months worth there of the dates, plus some extras on the asterisks and blank circles, and 10 weeks worth of the days of the week names, headers. You know what I mean. I'm sorry, it's early on a Tuesday morning. It's one of those days. There has not been enough coffee yet today. So that's the first sort of new release. I've then done as well, this is a little set of headers. These are the same headers that you get in the monthly colours, and what I've done is I've picked out the colour palettes that will work with all of my kind of coordinating kits or collections. So there's a sheet of sort of pinks and towards mauve, there's a sheet of the purples and blue, and a sheet of the greens and a bit of neutral in there too. These will work with all of my existing kits, and you do get sort of 6 weeks worth there of to do, today, little things, and then a week of this week, next week, to buy, to clean, to go, remember, and personal. And of course they would be great for sort of just mixing in with any kits that you might have from elsewhere too. You'll notice there's no sort of reds and oranges and yellows in there yet. That's because I don't really have any kits that use those colours, but I've just gone for colours that will work at the moment with what I have. Next is sort of a little Easter and Lent sort of key dates and Bible verses. Again, as many of you may know if you've watched previous videos, I am a Christian, and so this was really important for me to have a way to mark in my planner just that period of time leading up to Easter, which is pretty much more special than Christmas in some ways. And so with these, what I've done, I'll just show you there, is give you the main sort of dates there across the top, and then 12 Bible verses with these really pretty little crosses on, which you can just pop in your planners as well. Okay, so now we come on to the new collections, of which I have 4 new collections for you. The first one is a redesign of something that's been around for quite a while, and that is the planner owls. So I've redesigned this kit completely so that it falls into the same sort of format of the basic weekly kit, the washi strips and the boxes that I have on others, and I've also done an additional decorative kit so that you can add this into any of those 3 listings or just get it by itself. And so with this one then, you've got sort of 3 boxes that are sized for full-size box in the vertical planner. And then you've got sort of 6 little owls here, 5 tiny ones down here, some little glasses, a couple of little hashtag planner owl, because I just thought that was quite fun, and then some slightly larger owls that I had on the other kit as well. And I think they would look really lovely just as like little accents, perhaps across sort of the top of a planner, or you could do like a little row of owls under something. I just got my horizontal out just to show you some of the colours and how these work for the horizontal as well, just so you can get an idea. So yes, that's the first sort of new addition to planner owls. Then this is the new basic weekly kit, which has got the same usual setup. So with this, you have enough to plan a full week. And if you're doing no white space, you've got your boxes, half boxes. Of course, if you need more half boxes, there's nothing to stop you getting a pair of scissors out. Just a thought. And then the boxes across the bottom with to do, to go, to clean, to call, to buy and remember. Some of the flags, 8 heart checklists, some little mini heart checklists as well, which fit in the bottom section of the vertical planner. So those would work down here. They're sized for there, as you can see, which as some as you know, I tend to put little lists and things down there, so they're perfect down there. And then a mix of different icons and some little dots. So that's the basic weekly kit. Then on the boxes kit, we have the usual sort of mix of little flags, mini, tiny little event stickers, the skinny ones, flags, sort of labels, the scallops, and then some half boxes as well. I've slightly changed the setup of that sheet, just with where cut lines are and colours and things. And it just means that you should have a pretty much a solid colour now all around your half box. And then the ombre checklists too are there, and the teardrops. And so again, those work beautifully in the vertical planner, and I think they go very well with the April colours. I tried to add in a little bit more teal this time when I've been redoing it, and as you can see, I think that just works perfectly with April. It would also look fantastic, of course, in February, in May, you know, in quite a few of the different months. And if you're using a horizontal or indeed an hourly, since they have the colours, the same colours, this would work in, it would work for January. Oh, there we go. So it would work with the January. I think it works quite well with February. And then probably towards April, yes, because you've got the kind of the sand colour there that's picked out, and into May and June. So there's quite a lot of scope for if you're trying to match monthly colours for using the Planner Owls kit, I feel. It seems very odd to be talking about May and April and things, doesn't it? We've not even got to February yet this year. And then the washi pack as well has got the usual sort of 6 different washi designs in different widths. So you've got sort of the thick running down to the thin. And I've put in a couple of plain ones there too, so that really mixes in well. And then the different strips, you've got the skinny washi, the scallops there with the pattern, some honeycomb, a really nice deep purple, and then the zigzag across the bottom. And I just really love how that contrasts with the chevron across the middle. I think that works really nicely. So that's the full Planner Owls set, and the add-on that's now all been redesigned. So I hope you like that. Now we come on to 3 brand new collections. And again, I'm going to show you how they work with the different colours as well. The first one I'm calling Bright Floral. And this is designed, again, looking towards kind of spring colours and the richer colours into April and May as well. It's January. This feels really crazy saying that. But it's also perfect for February if you haven't finished planning out your February kits, as you can see, because it's got those sort of pinks in. And just give you a quick flick through on the monthly colours. You can see there they work really, really nicely. So in this one we have the functional sheet in the basic weekly kit. Again, same setup as before. And then these are the patterns, and I am just absolutely in love with these. I love the depth of the colour that they've got into these. And when I put them through the printer and I tried a few settings to get this kind of real rich, sort of almost velvety feel to the colour, and I just think it's come out so well. I'm really pleased. So that's the basic sort of designs that we've got there in the basic kit. Oh, I've put the washi next, that's fine, we'll go with that. With the washi pack, I've added in a couple of plain ones because I felt if you had 6 of the bright sort of very busy florals, it could get a little bit too much. So I've added in some plainer washi there as well. And equally with the skinny, I popped a couple of plain ones in. And then on the boxes, again, I've gone for adding in some plainer colours too, just to contrast. But I'm so pleased with how these have come out. And I think, I mean, I just really, really love that little half box. I can't wait to use these half boxes and the event labels. Super, super pretty. So I think there's going to have to be a plan with me with the Bright Floral quite soon. Again, in the horizontal planner, because this has got sort of some peachy, orangey tones in it, it's going to look, oh, excuse me, it's going to work well with the February, And I think it will also go in well with the March as well if you want to get something a bit brighter in there. You can see sort of the way those colours can work really nicely. And through into April too. Again, I think you could add that in, and it just, it takes a slightly cooler sort of feel to it at that point, which I think works very, very nicely. So that is the bright floral. And then not finally by a long stretch of the imagination, we've still got 2 to go. We then have the Spring Glade collection, and I really had to think about what I was going to call this one. This has got sort of elements of sort of the forest and the woodland, and it just made me think of like a forest glade, and I thought about spring and all the crocuses coming up and things. So with this one, the patterns are much, again, a nice busy sort of floral patterns, but they also have these absolutely adorable little bunnies and foxes and hedgehogs as well. What I've done on the boxes kit is I've tried to give you some decorative elements here by picking those out, as you can see there, and just making some of the foxes and the bunnies and the flowers into little decorative elements that you can use within your spreads as well. So across those you've got a real range of colours. Again, these are going to work brilliantly across the next few months in the Erin Condren planners, and if you're doing just any plain inserts, they're just going to be brilliant for building up different colourways. And then on the washi pack, I kept it nice and busy on this because I actually wanted to get that kind of feel of being in the forest and lots of things around. And then the washi there too. And I can't wait to use that one. I just think those colours are beautiful, which, as if you know my logo, you'll know why I think those are lovely, because hot pink and teal are kind of my thing. So that's the Spring Glade collection. And finally, on the releases for tomorrow, we have the Easter Floral collection. And here I've gone much more towards the sort of typical spring pastel-y palette of sort of pinks and purple and blue and green. Easter falls in March this year, so this is going to work beautifully in March. It would also work really lovely in April as well, with having the purple in there. And equally over in your horizontal, I think you could use this in either really, and again just sort of add them in. You could push it through into May too. So with this, here's the patterns that I've chosen, and as you can see with this, again, they're quite busy patterns. So I've put in some that have just got this kind of plain colour background as well as the more colourful ones. And they've just got little things like the little bunnies and the little Easter eggs off the branches and flowers, and then the birds. So very, very springy feel and very fresh. On the washi pack, again, I've kept it nice and busy, and again gone for lots and lots of florals in the coordinating strips there. And then on the boxes, I've added in a few more plainer colours and a little bit more softer little things like the flags and the drops that you can use on top of these, just for sort of a bit of contrast, if you can see what I mean. So that is the Easter Floral collection. So I really hope that you like all those. I'm just going to go ahead and lay these out so you can have another look through. So starting with the Easter Floral collection, there's the washi pack. And yeah, I've had a lot of fun designing these. I really have. It's been so much fun kind of thinking of the themes and finding things to work with that. And the Easter packs. And you can see, if I just pull these out right now with the headers, they're going to work beautifully with that collection. They're also going to work with the brighter Spring Glade collection. I think you can see there, you could use the greens, sort of those deeper greens there would work, as would some of the blue, and you can throw in some of the deeper pink. So these really are great for getting the most out of your weekly kits without having to make anything extra or add anything extra in. The bright floral kit then. Again, let's just pop that one across. There we go. Oh, I don't know which my favourite is this week as well. That's my problem. There we go. And again, with these, you're going to be able to use any of those kind of 3 colourways. And then finally, the Planet Owls. Those nice sort of rich velvety colours. Ready for spring and everything there. There we go. And yeah, I mean, that's going to lean much more towards the blues and the purples, as well as those greens. I really have tried to match those in as best as I could. And finally, that collection for those who need to add in days or dates into their planner. So that's it for this week. These are going to be available in the shop tomorrow, Wednesday the 20th at 12 o'clock midday. That's GMT, British time. So keep an eye out for those. I'm also going to have a bit of announcement soon about the first EllieBeth mystery kit. It's coming soon. And I'm going to give you a very, 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 very sneaky peek. Are you ready? Here it goes. There we go. That was it. That's all the sneak peek that you're getting for that. So if you want to pause the video and have a look again, go for it. If you want a surprise, then keep an eye out for when I say those are available. I'll be posting on Facebook and Instagram about those, and they will be strictly limited numbers. Okay, hope you've enjoyed that. Look forward to seeing what you will go for tomorrow, and hope you have a fabulous day. Take care. Bye.